Where's Commissioner Scorpio?
He's not here. You're late.
Excuse me?
Should have known. All right, then. If Mr. Corinthos and his legal counsel are ready, let's get started then.
Fine.
What exactly is going on here? For some reason, Mr. Corinthos is under the mistaken impression that I'm here to represent him. In fact, I'm here to see Max Scorpio. So if you'd like to question Mr. Corinthos, by all means, why don't you take him into your office and I'll wait here for Mr. Scorpio.
Well, I happen to be working here, so why don't you wait in the hall?
Miss Jensen's office is being painted today, and I go, but I got bad allergies with paint fumes and, you know.
Can we get on with this?
Yeah.
ADA Jensen questioning Michael Corinthos Jr. re the disappearance of Jason Morgan and the minor child Michael Morgan. Mr. Corinthos, do you have legal counsel?
Apparently not.
Mr. Corinthos, where were you on the night Jason Morgan abducted his son?
I suppose I was at home. When was that again?
Did you facilitate Mr. Morgan's departure in any way?
You don't have to answer that.
Ms. Davis, this is a confidential proceeding. Would you please leave?
Do you have $1?
Sorry. I think the only thing I got is maybe $100.
That'll do. I'm now on retainer.
Excellent.
Miss Jensen, you are dangerously close to violating my client's civil rights, so unless you show cause for questioning, I'm afraid I'm going to have to sue the entire PCPD for harassment.
First of all, you can all show cause for breaking and entering my office. You had a choice. Postpone your interview with Mr. Corinthos or proceed in my office.
Mine is being painted, and Mr. Corinthos informed me that he is allergic to the fumes. So I asked your secretary, and she said your office was free.
I gotta tell you, if I'm anywhere near paint fumes, I'm a mess. You know, watery eyes. Even my taste buds get hit. I gotta spend a whole day in fresh air before I can tell the difference between pesto sauce and Alfredo. You know?
God knows we wouldn't want that to happen.
No. I really get choked up, and but fortunately, I got my mouthpiece to speak for me.
Oh, really? You see, I was under the impression that you're offering your voluntary cooperation with the investigation. But, Sonny, if you don't want to and you want to leave, you're free to go. Of course, a refusal to cooperate suggests you have something to hide.
No, not at all. I mean, as long as my health is not at risk, I can cooperate all day.
Good. Then I suggest we proceed, as long as we work together constructively.
Fine. Miss Jensen, I'd like Mr. Corinthos' prior responses to be stricken from the record.
That's not going to happen.
Well, that tape is full of procedural errors, so I'm going to have to insist it be erased.
Perhaps you're confusing this investigation with a trial, which it is not. More specifically, this is not the Tony Jones trial. So there will be no need nor use for your games, Ms. Davis.
I'm simply trying to point out your mistakes before the DA's office does. Now, you didn't even refer to Michael Morgan's abduction as alleged, and you're practically accusing my client of being an accessory to a crime that you have yet to prove was committed.
Okay, if you are finished taking your easy shots, perhaps we can get back to the business at hand.
Well, now, these shots wouldn't be so easy to take if you would pay more attention to what you were doing instead of spending time marching up and down the campaign trail.
Okay, counselor, if you can't manage to keep your personal feelings out of this and conduct yourself in a more professional manner, I will advise the court that your client is in contempt.
That's enough.
What I see.
Alexis, be quiet.
All righty.
And Sonny, wipe that silly grin off your face.
I'm going to have to insist that my client's cooperation with this interrogation. Miss Jensen, there is no cause, there is no evidence, so the next time you question Mr. Corinthos, make sure you have a warrant.
I'm not going to dignify this travesty with further comment.
Fine. Shall we go?
Yeah, I could use fresh air.
I'll get in touch with you later, Mac. I have something to discuss with you.
Wait, Mac. If you get a chance, come by the warehouse. I got a free pound of Kona just waiting for you. Something we need to settle on your retainer
What retainer?
for your continued services. You know, I gotta tell you, it's reassuring to have a lawyer so passionately committed to my civil rights.
Let's get something straight. What happened in there?
Yeah.
It was a fluke. Here's your money.
Oh, thanks.
You are not my client, and I am not your mouthpiece.
I liked what you did in there.
Thank you. And I know a way that you can thank me.
Shoot.
I never want to see or hear from you again.
Careful, I'm a sucker for sweet talk.
Have a nice life.
If you need a recommendation, you can always use my name.